There's the awesome crap this way sign. And here's the awesome crap I bought. A brand new cassette tape recorder for $5.
Well, amazing. It's both awesome and crap.
The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good morning, fellow pickers, would-be adventurers. Friday morning. This is Dealer with the Crazy Picker Life. In the office early. We've been here a little while. It's 4:48 a.m. We're just about ready to pull out on the road. And we're heading a little bit north, a little bit east. There's Squealer. Oh, hid down there with Wheeler. We're heading to Belleville, Kansas, which is about four hours or a little less away. And that's where we're going to start. Maybe 3.5 hours away if we can peel Wheeler out of here.
Yeah.
Wheeler.
I'm first I have to load my business cards in the car.
Load my business cards in the car. Told me he only had to be here 5 minutes. We're here 20 already. I got like 25 orders packed, it feels like. That's an exaggeration, but you know, if you want to get on the road, you want to get on the road. Some personalities are good at that, and some don't seem to be. What am I looking for? My battery. Okay, well, we'll see you down on the road. Heading out. Big picking day. I don't know. Well, hey, it's 8 a.m. and it's getting started here. Kind of cloudy this morning. They had pretty good rains over here last night, and we just, I don't know, we're about what, 15-20 minutes from our final destination. Yep. 182 miles in.
First stop of the day.
First stop of the day, indoor garage mall. The lady bragged that this was what was left from her estate sale. And that's about what it looked like. So I don't know what I'm going to show you today as far as running in and out of sales, but we're definitely going to show you some things that we pick up.
You're the dealer over here.
And probably point at some pretty cool sales and some things like that. You guys know how choppy my camera work is, so we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to wake up. We got up at 4 a.m. and it's 8 a.m. and I'm in need of some more coffee, I think. So the good news about today is we've got absolutely no pressure where we have to buy stuff. We're not low on inventory. It's just going to kind of be free flowing, buy what we want, hopefully find some interesting stuff, find some stuff for BP Banana Peeler, and somehow make it out of this thing without going crazy. Right, Wheeler? Did you find out what the big news on Scandia? What?
Nothing.
Why so many more views on that?
Nothing special there.
I'm trying to reverse engineer where everybody's going, but so far we don't have it figured out. The strange thing on Google or on Maps or however this thing is mapped, more than 2 times as many people have clicked on Scandia than Belleville or Mankato or anything else. So we were wondering why.
Yep.
Why?
Not sure.
We don't know why.
No descriptions otherwise.
Well, this is Belleville. Everything's kind of under tarps and stuff here, but we're gonna poke around and wander around a little bit. I don't want to get my camera wet, so sorry about that. See if we can find anything cool. Okay, Wheeler, tell me what we got here.
I got a bunch of different Konica stuff. It's all Konica branded, good stuff. This one's right here. Should be like 150 to 200.
It all cleans up.
Another 100 here, and then it's all cases and everything.
Bunch of good stuff in there. We didn't even
look in there.
Didn't even look in there yet.
Who knows?
I got an old wet Pabst case that says Milwaukee on it, which is pretty good. It's bad on the bottom. Good display piece for 20 bucks. And then I got 3 of these old retro radios, 3 for 50 bucks. Don't know if they work, but that'll make money, and that'll make money, and that'll make a lot of money.
Yep.
So kind of wet out here. Everything's still under tarps. We're gonna traps around town a little bit and then probably come back out here and go through. You got some watches too, didn't you?
I have a couple Timex winding watches here. Just kind of pick as many watches I can. Cheap that are
watch crazy.
Whatever. So
all right, so this place turned out to be pretty good. It had a trailer full of stuff and a whole bunch of stuff and back in there. Of course, Wheeler's going watch crazy, but we're not going to talk about watches right now.
I'm learning about them, man.
So if you haven't seen
like
these
cameras.
cars about this size, plastic, and then they got all kinds of like advertising, and they talk about the suspension and the mufflers. These are dealer promo cars. This one is a 1962 Ford Thunderbird. You can't go wrong on these. They sell anywhere from 30 for crappy all the way up to 100, 150 bucks for really nice ones in the box. I bought this for $8. It'll go for 40, 50, I'm pretty sure. Kind of funny back in here. Can't tell what the garage sales are and what the garage sales aren't sometimes. Some of the yards that have the most stuff that you want to look at are not a garage sale. Huh. I don't think that's a rummage sale, Wheeler.
No, it's gonna go buy that storm drain that's coming off the side of their building.
Custom storm drain.
Yeah.
We're in some neighborhoods here where we're having trouble deciding what's junk for sale and what's a rummage sale. This town goes back to the 1870s, and a lot of times these buildings are just allowed to sort of sink into the distance. Which way you want me to go?
Left.
Okay. But our rule today is have fun, and we just keep going from sale to sale to sale until we start to feel like there's nothing good in town anymore.
So far we're having fun.
So far we're having fun, and we're finding decent stuff. 1
and 2, those are the two.
Oh, there's one, and then down there, but it's a big sale.
Big sale.
Oh, and down there.
Well,
oh,
3.
I guess we're gonna have to park. It's getting exciting now. Oh my goodness, the dead end street. And then there's the hotel if you want to stay there. Chicken Coop Hotel, and then we come on this nice house here actually with
It's actually nicer than I thought it would
the
be.
garage sale.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can find. Whoa, we're here for the sale of the century. I'm starting to get the pickers cringe. How about you, Wheeler? Oh, Walking Dead.
Yeah, cringing.
So we wore out this town. We started to feel it.
Yeah,
Get
we get
three, four places in a row that are like, then you gotta leave.
Yep.
So we're heading back to the highway, and we're gonna go back through this place where all the vendors were one more time, since half of it was covered up and wet. It's not raining anymore, but this weather, we're not quite shaking it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna heading west towards Mankato. Oh, back under rain delay. We went back through the mishmash here, and I found a Cox, old Cox RC body. I've had those before, old radio controlled bodies. I don't know, I paid $5. We'll have to show some of that stuff. So we're gonna head on down the road to the next town, and everybody else has to fight with this drooling rain and stuff too. So it limits the crowds a little bit. They'll go out tomorrow, and we'll have all the deals, hopefully.
Yep.
All right, Wheeler picked up a couple more cameras, good ones. We'll have to show those in the picking show for this. And then we're downtown Scandia. And there's just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff to walk around and look at downtown. So I think I'll bring my camera and we'll walk around a bit. Must follow Wheeler, must follow Wheeler. Uh-oh, watch, man.
Most women's watches are worth anything if it's a Hamilton though.
Alright, gotta start looking. Well, some interesting stuff down here, but it's a little sketchy for me because they got a lot of repro new stuff mixed in with old stuff, and that always makes me kind of nervous. So I don't know, there's a lot of repurposing of old stuff stuff to look new, new stuff to look old, and a lot of antique stores. We've been down here before. This is the place that was Googled super heavily compared to everywhere else, so we didn't find a thing. All right, Wheeler, we need a score, man. It's getting bad. What's that?
We're still here.
Okay, well, this place here promised awesome crap. That was their sign.
Is that kind of oxymoron?
I don't think I can still see the sign, but I'll have to see if I can get on the way out. Awesome crap. There's the awesome crap this way sign. And here's the awesome crap I bought. A brand new cassette tape recorder for $5.
Well, amazing. It's both awesome and crap. That works great.
Except it might not be new in there. We don't know for sure. So, there you go. I hope our game ups here pretty soon. Otherwise, we might have to quit early. Nope. They said all the best beer signs are right in there. Said if we can get in there and take them off the walls, that they'll be free. It's looking kind of rough. Alright, so we're going to do a drive by the sign house. This guy's got a lot of signs and cool signs. Prices are reasonable. Only has one set of beer signs and they're not here, but he showed me a picture. $6.50 porcelain for the one that's all schminkled, and got a cool Jeep here too, Renegade, and a cool boat if you really want to restore a cool boat. So $6.50 for the porcelain one that used to have neon on it, that's sort of schminkled, and then double that, $1,300 for the one that looks good. So it's Falstaff. If it was Schlitz, I'd be all over it. Well, I passed up on a Schlitz sign. I can't believe it, but it just wasn't good enough condition. It was not really a sign, it was a lamp. Okay, what do we get here? Some soaking wet cameras.
Soaking wet, like literally dripping, and look at this, is everywhere.
Dripping wet Canon Pelix.
Let's see if this actually protected it. It did. Oh wow, it's a 51.4 on there. $200 lens right off the bat.
Yeah, so we paid $30 for the soaking wet cameras. You can see the moisture down in there.
Yep.
We got a couple other
Pelixes are my favorite. Let's see if it
cameras
works.
for $30. Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Oh, turn on right. Seemed to work right.
Something's not quite right.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
It took a little bit of force because it was...
And then we bought this Fast Tracks Tyco, again all wet, right here.
Yep.
For $2, $3?
Yep. $2.
$2. And we're gonna have to dry that thing out, but they can go for, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 bucks at least. Cool. Oh, and there's my little other RC car, the what do you call it, Cox. It's a battery, or it's an old gas powered one. So we're gonna have to dry some of this stuff out at the hotel. Keep looking, guys. Talk about a building left in time. I'm not in my Jeep, remember, I'm in my van, and we had all this rain. For some reason, we must have got beyond the rain line heading west, because this seems to be dry, but we've been in torrential rain for the last 24 hours in all these other towns. So we're heading out to Esben, Kansas, and there's a building there we're going to take a peek at. I'd feel more comfortable if I was in my Jeep, I'll tell you that. Super van is super strong, but super van does not like off-roading. Not that this is off-roading, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see if we can find this place. Well, there we go. It's big, it's bad, it's not as good as I hoped. A building like this, I've looked at some of them on the outside and the inside. And this one's supposed to have a new roof in 2008. The problem is windows are out. That means animals are in, moisture's in, everything's in, and it's bad. Bricks look all right, but I don't have $1 million to put in it.
we needed it corked up. As soon as the birds get in, you got all kinds of crap in there. Dead bird snuffed. So we're gonna go drive around the exterior for a little while, but I would say right off the bat, that's a no, no, no. It's a shame. Thought it looked pretty good on the internet. And now we're off the beaten path. Burr Oak. Supposed to be some rummage sales there. There's some army trucks and lots of other trucks and used cars. Cool. Well, we'll see if we can find all the rummage sales in Burr Oak. This one's off the path a little bit. This is only for the wild adventurers. So if you're a wild adventurer, keep watching, I guess. Well, you can't blame us for trying. But it's appearing that Burr Oak is not having sales today, so that's 2 strikes. Building is 1, Burr Oak is 2. I don't want to strike out, Wheeler.
Nope.
We got to get back to the straight and narrow here.
Yep.
We got to get back to the plan.
Back to the plan, man.
Pick well.
List often.
No listing on this trip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, nothing in Burr Oak. Back on the highway. We tried to find something cool to show it too, and other than like that old garage.
Cool, the clock up there.
Oh, there is a cool clock on there. Let's see if we can get that. That's
Your zooming skills come in handy.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's an old filling station. But there is a neat clock up there.
Just as integrated into the top of the building.
What does that say?
You can tell J and N or J and R service.
Yeah, cool. Well, we got off the beaten path. He says I can go right through there, no problem. You'll be fine. I think I'm gonna pass. That's too much.
Not in the Jeep.
Not in the Jeep today. Not finding anything. Where the heck are we?
I don't know.
Oh, Lebanon, Kansas. All right, so Lebanon, Kansas turns out to be the center, the exact center of the United States of America, the 48 states. And if you come to Lebanon, you can check out the school system. They've got a nice front door on it.
Nice big welcoming front door.
You can just bring your semi in and unload the kids. And then I guess the grade school here is supposed to be, there it is.
There it is right there.
Grade school is supposed to be
Well, there's chickens.
chickens and antiques and eggs.
I don't know exactly.
We're not sure what we're getting into here. There's a lot of sales here in Lebanon though. This is, again, a little off the beaten path. This is what we hoped. This is what we hoped the other place was.
There's chickens up on the brickwork, man.
Chickens on the
Crazy.
brickwork, chickens in the field. Oh, there's a chicken
Yeah.
right there.
Striped chickens. Looks like a zebra.
All right, let's find something good. Let's make this worth it. Not just the mental gain. We got to get some monetary gain. Well, a fellow eBayer in there in the school. He's got a man room in there. He's got all his beer signs and stuff. He's a hams man. Wouldn't let me buy any of that stuff. There wasn't anything I was too interested. We found a couple of things. What did we find, Wheeler?
A couple watches, a watch and a pocket watch just to play around with. And
A couple little camera things.
A couple good camera things, yeah. Film editor and a Polaroid. It's
You're
cool.
kind of cleaning up today, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. It's like antiques here, huh?
Yep.
Can't tell if it's open or not.
Looks like it's open. There's 3 plate guys
So,
parked there.
Still scrolling around in Lebanon, Kansas. I was gonna say Lebanon, Wisconsin. That's what wasn't coming out. Yeah, friendly people here. Just certainly off the grid. All right, picked up a couple of things there. You got some Rubik's Cubes, huh?
Yeah, got a mini cube in the original Hungarian/Japanese color scheme, and then I got another old Rubik's Cube from a little bit later.
A few camera things, and now we, this is, I guess, the daughter. We have an invitation to the house.
The house.
So we're gonna go down to Main Street and go meet the parents and go to the house and see what they have.
There we go. Your hunch is right.
What?
You said that people come up from Salina and then go back.
Oh, I think so. Antiques open.
There we go.
There's the house. Here's Main Street. And we're going in.
Yep, it's a cool old place over there.
All right, I'm not gonna say that this is $1 million piece or anything because it's not, but I think I really found a cool Blatz piece. This is a heavyweight framed metal Blatz piece. It's got to be 100+ years old if it's a day old. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll get back to you on it, but here you go. These bottles, you can't really see it back here. These bottles, this is all metal. These bottles are early. They got corks, and the beer is served as if it's champagne. Really cool stuff. And it looks like maybe it's the Blatz. Not sure. Gonna have to do some research. I'm excited. Paid up for that. I'm not gonna tell you how much until I find out how much it's worth. All right, we ended up in Smith Center at Storrs Auction House. Some good stuff there, and we're gonna probably eat here at this really good local Mexican restaurant. So let's go look. Hungry Wheeler, hungry peeler, hungry dealer. Yum yum. Okay, long day, 10:24. We're in the hotel room in Norton, Kansas. Got everything up here and unpacked. And Wheeler was looking at an Australian leather weird looking trench coat today.
Yeah.
I told him he needed that to put all the watches on both sides so he could sell watches door to door or something. Look at this watch maniac.
Some actually pretty good one too. This one is an Ernest Borel in Switzerland. They're going for anywhere between $50 and $100, maybe a little bit more. Nice shape. This one's reasonable shape, probably around 50. Cool.
Well,
Runs, keeps time.
Wheeler is very, very
Paid $2.
determined.
Yep.
Okay, we got other stuff. I gotta show you this though, and then I gotta end this vlog and get it going so I can try to get it uploaded. Okay, so I don't know if that's reflection is kind of weird, but this is all metal. That's not very good reflection. There we go. This is all metal all the way around, including the frame. And this is Blatz, including Blatz private stock and Wiener Blatz, which I like to call Wiener Blatz. And it's the beer of quality, Val Blatz Brewing Company, which helps us date it. These bottles have wrapping on the top like paper or foil and corks. And the detail on this thing is pretty crazy. You can see reflections up and down on this table of the cork and the glass and the bottles. And then in the background there's a reflection too. So there's a mirror here. There's some kind of hotel, and then there's a crazy fountain in the middle. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. Probably can't zoom in on that, but it says the I'm gonna have to play bifocal here. The HD Beach Company Cajo Quintin O. And then let's see what else. That's about it. So, best guess. This is an oldie. This is turn of the century. I would say 1900 to 1910, most likely. It's got some condition issues, of course, but you can only find very little about Wiener Blatz and private stock Blatz. We can't find this thing right now, so I put this out to you guys who can do good research. Help me date this thing, help me find this thing. Paid $300. Had a price tag of $400. He said $350, and I offered him three $100 bills. I had to ask if he had any beer signs, and he had this in some sort of like storage closet on the wall, and they didn't know if they wanted to sell it, I guess is why it was back there. But imagine a sign, making it through World War I and World War II with all the recycling and metal, and then pre-prohibition, so you had this long prohibition period with no beer. It's amazing that this didn't get chucked, and I'm sure a lot of them did, because people thought alcohol was pretty much gone from an advertising standpoint or anything like that. So this thing is pretty amazing. I'm not going to give you price estimates, but I think this is a pretty darn cool find, and pretty amazing. Alright, got to get this thing uploaded. We got to consolidate our items and dry out some of these items that we bought, the cameras and otherwise, that are all wet. I think that'll help preserve them. And sometime we got to get some sleep. I don't know if that's in the mix. Tomorrow morning we're going to get up and get going reasonable early and try to find a few more treasures before we go home tomorrow evening sometime, when we get sick of picking, if that's possible. Okay, well, kind of like my saying the other night, life is not linear. And today certainly wasn't linear. We got going at 4 a.m. We had a lot of weather issues. We had some travel issues. We had a few times we weren't finding stuff. Had to keep talking to people. Always mentioning cameras. Always mentioning old beer signs. Things like that. Things we're looking for. And Wheeler, how many times did I ask people for old metal beer signs?
Probably 50 times today.
Probably 50 times today. And probably not the 51st time, but this is what I found with one of those times, and I would not have found it if I hadn't asked. So, pick well list off and dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.